Welcome to tonight's racing action here from New Smyrna. It's the Highline Culture Designs Truck Series here at New Smyrna. We are short track racing here from one of the first times this season, and I couldn't pick another great track. Here, nestled in the outskirts of America, here we are, holding short tracks in the country. New Smyrna, sure to put on some exciting racing action, and here we are, riding on top of the pace car, waiting for the green flag. Now, as we sit here, I couldn't think of a better time to go ahead and take a look at our starting grid. Let's take a look at that on your screen right now. Here is the starting grid. Got Ryan Potter in the number 99, sitting at 18.606 on the inside row. Then Dylan Body there, the number 26, starting second. He's set an 18.607. Junior Houston, or JR Houston, at 18.607, tied for that second time slot. These top three guys all very competitive in the timing. Then Terry Brooks looking to make another championship charge. He's fourth in the number 23. Austin Bloom there in fifth. Number 23, 6:26, first drop-off, 200ths in time. Dylan Poteet in sixth, number 31 Machine. He lines up in that third row. Alongside Dylan Wedgwood, Derek Fowler, they are lined up on row 4, the number 14 and 53 respectively. That is Jacob Baum in the 76 and Tyler Snyder in the 87. He rounds out the top 10. Moving on, the rest of the field, it's Tyler Rush, number 72, and Colton Gardner in the 26. Connor Holden and Ty Smith share row 7. Going on to row 8, it's Toby Wedgwood and Scott Puckett in the 90. Dustin Hitz is the last car to set a time. He shares row 9 with Adam Bozzi. Alan Kunman and Dalton Barber, the last two in row 10. Going on to the rest of the field, there isn't any. So, as we ride atop the pace car, getting ready for what is to be a great race, riding on board, we're green from New Smyrna.
Caution's out. How's my radio been today? Can you hear me fine?
Caution is out on lap number 1. Let's look to see. Back here in the field, Dalton Barber going. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I don't think I was supposed to catch that. Let's take a look to see if we can't get a replay. This is under pacing, happened here in the back of the field. Head they're green. Went through 1 meters. A lot of people going for that really wide arc. They go all the way almost to the wall. And the 90, oh, he's just going to tag the 18, and he'll go around. That's Ty Smith. 18, he will slide around. Got turned after the fact. He's riding around the track. Obviously not happy with the 90, and shows his displeasure. So around goes the 90. He will spin around the track. That brings out our first yellow. Ty Smith falls with the number 90, Scott Puckett. They'll both go around the leader, Ryan Potter. Currently, he leads the field over JR Houston, Austin Bloom, Dylan Wedgwood, Terry Brooks, Dylan Poteet, Tyler Rush, rest of the like. Terry Brooks, Dylan Wedgwood, Dylan Poteet, Derek Fowler, Jacob Baum, and Tyler J. Snyder. That rounds out your top 10. And so far, it's been an interesting race. You know, a lot of these guys probably not expecting stuff we've had. Now, pace car lights
Never mind,
are
not
off.
going.
Never mind. Not going. Heading on board with the pace car. And we will go around one more time. Sit on board with the pace car. Should be out of fourth across the line. That's when the pace car lights should turn off. Across the line about now. And off they go. So, our first restart of the night here at New Smyrna imminent as we get ready to go. Things heating up already. Ryan Potter is going to be our leader as we wait for the pace car to make its dive. These guys all together, packed up, ready to go after our first caution. Ty Smith and Scott Puckett there in the back. They call us the yellow.
Green
Rolling
flag.
up to the restart zone, and we are green again from New Smyrna. Lap after the restart underway, lap 9 out of 80. Ryan Potter leads over J.R. Houston, Austin Bloom behind as well. The field looks to have sorted out their first lap racing deals as there's a move for 5th. Dylan Wedgwood moves up through the pack. He's in the mix with Dylan Body and Dylan Poteet. It's the Dylan and Dylan show. They go side by side. As the 31 to Poteet stuck on that outside lane gets a great run off of 2. They'll have an opportunity to strike down into 3 and 4. 26 seems awfully slow running that bottom. Gets past handily. 31 Tyler J. Slider loose behind 53 of Derek Fowler. The rest of these guys battle in the mix of the pack 2 single file so far. Austin Bloom's going to be side by side with Ryan Potter. This is the battle for the lead at number 3. But just about a quarters panel of distance left between him and the 99. He won't get it off for 4. They'll do battle through 1 and 2. Now this is going to give help to Ryan Potter. He slides off the corner. 99 slides the rears. He's loose. And still don't give it to Bloom. Not yet. He's barely clear. No, he's not. And now he'll still continue to do battle with the 99. They're going to slide and touch. Now Potter doesn't get loose, and the 23 slides. Terry Brooks saves it. And on that note, Bloom takes the lead. Potter incredibly loose. He slides as well. Loose conditions here from New Smyrna. The 99 slides up the track, and J.R. Houston slides in the inside. So Ryan Potter in the mix with J.R. Houston. They're going to go battle side by side. Potter now falls back a couple spots. Let's take a look here in the back half of the field. These guys are getting way close together. Here comes a 53, a dive bomb on Terry Brooks, and number 23. Send it in, touch the apron, tried to get the car to hook. Doesn't look like that will work. Tyler J. Snyder in the mix as well. He's been loose off the corners, pushing aggressively to try and get some of the spots off the start. At an immediate caution for Ty Smith. And, and around goes Ryan Potter. The 99 slides down the front stretch.
Just real quick and then tell me what you got.
Ryan Potter, our leader, who had been passed by Austin Bloom, caught him there at the corner of your screen. He will go around. Second caution is out for the night. Ryan Potter goes around. See an instant replay. He's doing battle with J.R. Houston. This happened off of 4. This is 1 and 2. Off of 2 cleanly. Now let's see the whole story. Slides in. Does the rear end swing around? You can see him yawing out. No. happens the next time around. So Ryan Potter in third. Oh, he slides. My famous saying, one side, you're along for the ride, and that might have been it. Or too much heat. Those rear stand. Oh, and he gets a nudge from the 14. That's Dylan Wedgwood. He gets nudged, and around goes Potter. The number 99 will bring out the caution for the second time tonight. Austin Bloom, your leader. They are Houston and Dylan Poteet. And matter of fact, Dylan Wedgwood has dropped now back to the end of the field, I assume because he caused that caution. Because any of those who look at that wreck know that while Potter was loose, if he didn't get a nudge from Wedgwood, I don't know if he was going around. Slow car on the apron, that's a 38. Barber, he's slow. He lets the field by as he's a lap down. Austin Bloom now our leader, lap 20 out of 80. Should be going green in 2 laps or so. Different Oreo scheme for about almost I think 4 weeks in a row now. His designer is really going in crunch time with these races. Now Bloom finds himself in another 3. Liftoff with Oreo car. Rocket ship on Oreo. Let's take a look at the nose of JR Houston, see what tailgate number 3 says as we get ready to go green here soon.
No go.
One to go. We'll get time to look. Be off the nose. JR Houston. Search each pack like a galaxy to find all 5 cookies. So you can see that each cookie on the back of his truck has a different shape. So what I'm assuming Oreo wants you to do is buy a bunch of packs of cookies to try and find them. My question is, what's the prize? Whatever that prize might be, it's not enough for a lot of these guys, as the prize here would be winning from New Smyrna. Better than probably what Oreo has to offer. Well, off of turn 2, we're going to get ready to get restarted here in the Highline Series race at New Smyrna. Short track racing. One of the first times this season now, and it's been an exciting race so far. 2 cautions brought out. First one for Ty Smith. Tagging. Going around, and now Ryan Potter goes for a spin. We're green again from New Smyrna. You can see there Poteet really working those rears as he slid up the track. You can hear it too.
We'll have a caution,
and the caution's out again.
Get the rag to clean this mess up here. Coming into the box is the part that I'm mainly concerned about.
Could been Scott Puckett again. Take a look and see what happened. Oh, and in goes Ty Smith. He moved. Oh my God. Not ready for that to happen at all. I'm gonna need another look at that. So Ty Smith, not happy with getting turned by Puckett, doors him, completely loses his cool. Up the racetrack and into the outside wall. No safer barrier. That's concrete. Well, already cautions breed cautions here from New Smyrna. green, or yellow, sorry, under 27 laps. 80. Leader and Austin Bloom just passed. So this race has been one of the more caution-filled races in Highline history, at least recent history. Guys, not happy with each other and don't want to race each other. So, you know, the famous saying is cautions breed cautions. But I don't know if that's completely the case of what I'm witnessing here. And I think some people might be able to back me up on that. Well, hopefully going to get restarted here in the next couple of laps or so. Pace car across the line. Obviously serve its time out. Kunman. Choosevy. See if we can't get a look at gearbox. Man, what a scary sight this is. Here comes the Choosevy. Bloom, Poteet chooses top, almost hits our car. Camera as well.
Not going.
That's going to bring the end of that. One more time around as we get ready. Go green once again. Austin Bloom. Pace car will go around one more time after we've had a choose cone. These guys getting ready to go green for, I believe, the third time. As the field heads down the backstretch, ready for the third restart of tonight. Austin Bloom, your leader over Dylan Poteet, J.R. Houston in third, Terry Brooks and Tyler J. Snyder. He rounds out the top five as we get ready to go green again from New Smyrna for the third time. Bloom off the corner, he was clear of everyone behind him. And now the battle for second, J.R. Houston and Dylan Poteet. Now these two were battling quite hard before the yellow came out. Got a chance to calm down, and up slides Poteet. Now that top lane has been giving us great exits down the back and front stretch, but that bottom just rolls the center so much better. Unless you get one run, just like Poteet got, almost scrapes the wall. Using every single inch of the racetrack, goes Poteet in 31. They'll continue to do battle with the 20 as they stay side by side. These two guys now budging an inch now. Terry Brooks looks behind as well, waiting for a mistake from one of these guys, and it could have been from Poteet. He slides up the track, gives the inside to J.R. Houston, and now he'll slide right behind the 20 as Terry Brooks gets loose, and he slides. Brooks now looking to be under fire from Snyder. He will fall back another spot. Buddy about 3/10 behind. Ryan Potter making up some time. He's past Tyler Rush into 72. Austin Bloom, your leader. J.R. Houston, Dylan Poteet, Terry Brooks, Tyler J. Snyder. Take another look to see back at the 99, Ryan Potter. He's made his way back up to 9th. And now trying to catch the 53 of Derek Fowler. The closest battle on the racetrack going body with Fowler, the 81, just ahead of him. So far, the head of this mini train is Tyler J. Snyder. Over half a second, and Snyder loses it, and they both spin. The 87 and the 81 around on the front stretch. Tyler Snyder slides and will collect the 81 with help from behind. Wow. So caution out again. And going to be held up. Let's take an instant replay. What happened? This is the lap before. These guys are racing just fine. Austin Bloom crossing the start-finish line now as we go back to Snyder. He's already sliding. Tries to save it. Oh, and it catches on him. Oh, and the 26 rear ends the 81, and they will spin in harmony down across victory lane. And into the grass goes Snyder. So, caution out for the 5th time tonight, involving Snyder and Connor Holden. They will be the cause of yellow. Get back to go live again. Tyler J. Snyder, not having the greatest of nights, is 16th. And Bloom, your leader. And he's been up front this whole time. No, he really hasn't looked any other way. Pretty much just over the halfway mark. It feels like we haven't been, talking to you guys from that long for the booth. Well, certainly interesting. Button goes on here. Rounding about time that Alan Cunman be in the middle. Let's see if we can get a different view. Here's a great view. Looking from above into the stands. Arnie waving that yellow flag. Choose cone.
I'm going. They're going to figure you out.
That will wrap up the Choose V. Cunman makes his way back to pit road. The Choose V is in. It's time to get ready to go green. As we get ready to go green again here from New Smyrna for the 6th time tonight.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag will be waved. Looking now, this is some of the first competition Bloom has had all night, and he might get passed by J.R. Houston. No, he's not clear just yet. They're going to battle side by side. Bloom loose off the corner. He'll lose a spot to J.R. Houston. He'll now take the lead, but Bloom sends it in and does not have enough. Junior slides. J.R. Houston slides, but he maintains the lead. Potter slides as well. He moves up to third. Poteet makes a spot on the 76 of Jacob Holm. So this is the most active restart we've had here in a minute. And Poteet looks for fourth. Nudges ahead the 72 of Tyler Rush. He will make the spot. Does Rush send it in? Yes, he does. Rush on the bottom. Caution's out again. Dalton Barber. I believe Ty Smith might be involved as well. Well, saying is cautions breed caution. Let's see what happened. Here it is. I believe this might be the lap before it happened. He seems to have been wrecked down the back. These guys are racing tight. I believe this was about 8th for the time. Here, 53. Might look to send it 3. Dalton on the top. Slides and... oh, he gets tagged by the 56. Involves Ty Smith again. They will both go down to the bottom of the racetrack down the backstretch. Select the inside wall. Scott Puckett was so far behind. Ty Smith. Happy with that one, and I believe. Nope, he stops his car. Doesn't roll the brakes. Back into the 30. But cautions breed cautions. No stranger to that, and no stranger to that tonight. As precaution again. The 7th time. We're going to go back live. Yellow again here from New Smyrna. Dalton, he goes into... well, J.R. Houston took the lead on what was an exciting restart over Austin Bloom. He drops to 2nd. Ryan Potter moves all the way up to 3rd over Dylan Poteet. Tyler Rush, that's your top 5. If you're just joining us, it really has been an exciting race thus far. Cautions breed cautions. They're green. The racing has been phenomenal as we get ready.
Not going, called off.
For the Choose V. Caution called off. They'll wait till one more time. Austin Bloom leads that inside lane. J.R. Houston decided that outside lane gave him a better start last time. He's currently our leader. Pace car gonna make its dive in next time. Crosses the line and pace car lights are off. We get ready. First restart here tonight. Or sorry, no, what am I talking about first? No, this is the 7th restart of tonight. With that being said, get ready to send them around again. Gonna get hectic here from New Smyrna. Wow, the pace car goes in. J.R. Houston with a jump on the outside. He will take his green. J.R. Houston with a commanding restart. He now leads. Potter making the move on Bloom. Bloom will slide. These guys are racing hard for 2nd. Here goes the inside. Bloom on Ryan Potter. Poteet looking to be in the mix as well. He'll slide, and they'll tap the 3 and the 31, but Ryan Potter will save it. Ryan Potter able to get his race truck under control. Again, he was the first caution for tagged. No, he was the second caution. Tagged because of loose conditions following his race car. Might see that happen again. He's sliding around on the racetrack. He's moved all the way up to fourth. Terry Brooks now looking to the inside of the 90. Behind him, Connor Holden now looking to the inside of the 72 as well. These guys shuffling back about as Dylan Wedgwood now looks to be in the mix as he almost passed the 72 as Snyder gets into the back of the 14. Snyder loose, he'll slide, he'll go up the track. Wedgwood now making the move, he'll scrape the side of the 72. Rush might not be happy with that. Oh, and around goes the 81 into the field.
All right, bud, you had a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
Collects a couple of cars, and the caution is out again. Connor Holden, cause of that yellow. And already a lot of damage on that 81 Holden machine, but proven to be that this race is tight, race filled with cautions. Take a look to see what happened. It was in 1 and 2 that he slid around. Potter's loose. 81 will be side by side with the 99. Sees Terry Brooks in front of him. Check up. Too much for brake bias. Those gears get away from him. Entry. Slide perpendicular with the racing surface. Holding his brakes. Dylan Wedgwood collects the 81 as the 53 collects the 14. Taps there from 72 of Rush and everyone else. Crack. Oh, no. Oh, just come sliding into the picture is the 98, the 38. I didn't see that happening at all. Let's see what happened here. These two are not even close to the wreck when it happens. The wreck is already going on. If I go forward and I look at Dalton, or if I go forward and I look at Holden, yeah, he's already spinning. So how in the world do these two get collected? Oh, the 98 ARCA break of the century. Holy moly. I'm gonna go on board with Dustin Hintz. Oh man. That's bad.
Not going.
That's bad. Well, our leader, JR Houston, will go back live again. Well, update on your running order if you're just joining us. JR Houston chose the top. He's our leader. Dylan Poteet is second on the bottom. Do one more trip around the track. Go ahead and run a top 10 update. Viewers at home, it's JR Houston who leads over Dylan Poteet, Austin Bloom, Terry Brooks, Dylan Body, Tyler J. Snyder, Toby Wedgwood, Colton Gardner, Jacob Holm, and Ryan Potter. 99 rounds out your top 10. Well, lap 68 going to 69. A nice way to turn it around. And here we go, green again for the 9th restart. Houston off with a great lead already over Poteet. Great restart for them. Bloom in third. Terry Brooks in fourth. Here is the closest battle on the field. This mid-pack is fired up and ready to go. Here comes Potter, and he's not clear. Potter goes around. Dylan Wedgwood gets involved.
What are you doing there, bud?
And I had just managed to catch that. Oh, man. Not a great night for a lot of these guys. Well, let's see what happened here. Potter's in the middle of the 52 and 40. This is a couple laps. Lap prior. Restart. Potter slowing that inside lane. Ooh. We'll have to go down to the apron, so that'll lose him more time. Slots it behind the 72. Tyler Rush. Here comes Dylan Wedgwood. 14er on the top. The 52 is slow. And Potter, oh, he gets loose and he tries to come up the track. It's tagged in the left rear. And into the wall he goes. He'll go right into the outside wall and into the back of the 14. 76 of Jacob Halm. Potter has driven his way up through this field. Most likely need to do it again. Take an onboard shot. Wedgwood there. Y'all. This is caution. Here's where we go green. Potter slides, he gets on the apron. Potter. Oh, well. Wedgwood could have been more on the wall, but that's mainly on Potter for. Let's take an in-depth analysis. Back a bit for. Right now, going through the corner, Potter has to check up for the 52. Wedgwood can see this, and he takes a really shallow, narrow exit. Potter just... I mean, looking at it now, it's more of a racing incident to be anything, because Potter has to check up on the 52, and he's kind of pushing him more up the track, but at the same time, Wedgwood isn't on the wall. So that doesn't help things. Slightly more on Potter, if anything, but that is most definitely a race. But J.R. Houston has had a great couple restarts. He's now in the lead as the pace car going to make its dive for green again from New Smyrna.
Caution.
And the caution out already.
Talk me through what's going on again.
Lap 77 of 80. I'm reluctant to look at the replay to see what happened here. Let's see what happened here. Going back to the restart. Yep. Back in the Oh, the 40. Oh, and the 52. So that's what brings out the caution. Toby Wedgwood. Wedgwood brothers not having a good night. Oh, and he gets slides in off the 40, and he will collect the rest of the field. Let's look at the 52. By then, he's already sliding. Toby gonna go around completely. Not a good night for the Wedgwood brothers. Gonna be honest with you. Take a look. Cockpit from the restart. He's behind Snyder. Late on the jump. Hits the shift. Hits it again. Yeah, no, he just cooked it on the brakes a little bit. Take a look to see off the 40 car. Timing and scoring doesn't report of yes, Colton Gardner. He's in the 26. Well, let's get a better view and see what really happened here.
I don't think we're going. Looking for some debris up here.
Here's Colton Gardner. To be for the restart. Here he goes. Going into turn. I know Wedgwood just cooks it on the brakes. The 40 actually gets out from the 81, but well, Wedgwood. Wedgwood goes around the caution, back out again. This will be our first green-white checkered attempt. Well, J.R. Houston, more than anybody, is ready for this restart. No quiet lap this time, as we're going to go NASCAR overtime here at New Smyrna. And the green flag is out again. Poke Teat gets a bad restart. Here comes J.R. Houston. Things slide and caution's out again. Oh, they're through wide of the wrecking for fourth. Never mind, they save it. And the wreck is further back here. Caution's out again. Let's take a look to see what happened. So I'm back here with 30. This is Dalton. Oh, man. Horrible night. Horrible ending for me. And for those unaware, that will be the checkered, only green-white checkered attempt we have. J.R. Houston is your winner. J.R. Houston, crowned the champion of New Smyrna. He gets the win. A wreck-riddled affair. Well, J.R. Houston, a congratulatory win for him. He wins under yellow as the final caution had brung out the checkered flag. Well, what a better way than to take a look at our results here. Taking a look at what happened in the end. J.R. Houston, the number 20 machine, comes home. McDonald's on top over the 31 of Dylan Poteet, 1.6 seconds behind. None of the gaps really matter as we finished under yellow. As Terry Brooks, he comes home in third in the number 23 machine. Then Dylan Body in fourth. He's in the 26. Austin Bloom drops from the winner's position, leading earlier in the race. He will drop down to fifth. Tyler J. Snyder will end up in that sixth place position. Tyler Rush over Colton Gardner. Connor Holden there in Eric Fowler rounds out your top 10. Looking up next to the remaining positions, it's going to be Jacob Hom in 11th, the 14 of Dylan Wedgwood, Dalton Barber, then Scott Puckett in the 90. Ryan Potter looked fast all race and will fall back to the last car. Dustin Hitz there in the mix as well. He is one of the first ones a lap down. He is 2 laps down, out on the lead lap. Toby Wedgwood, he is 5 laps down. Smith, 33, and Alan Cunman, Shoesby, 65. He made some more laps, and some of the drivers went green. Well, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate for a lot of these drivers. Highly unfortunate. We will be back after a short intermission. We're going to get you interviews and more coming up on FTN. interviews about to be conducted shortly as we get the third place finisher here in the FTN booth. Going to be Terry Brooks coming home in that third position. There we go. I couldn't believe I could move him. Terry Brooks, you come home in third here from New Smyrna. How are you feeling?
Wishing we'd had a little more green flag. I thought me and Dylan made the right move with the earlier tire stop, and didn't hurt us too bad because most of the field pitted with us, and then we just never got a long enough run to let the tires work for us. But super excited to bring the Westlake Culture Designs truck home, third place. Really enjoy short track racing, and I think sooner or later we'll get it figured out and be able to get a lot of green flag laps on these things at short tracks.
Yeah, I was confused. A lot of it seemed to be, though, people kind of just sending it in. It looked to me that it was pretty loose under braking.
Yeah, it was a little free on if you overcharge the corner with the banking transition the way it is, because you're kind of up on the straightaways. When you kind of launch down in the corner, it would unload the back of the truck and get real free if you overshot.
And we saw there
in
a
the bottom,
couple examples there out on track too.
And the bottom was really tough to get up off the corner without buzzing her tires coming up out of the hole. So it was an interesting deal. You could overcharge the corner on the bottom, but you couldn't get off. On the top, you couldn't really get in hard, but you could roll through the center and carry a lot of momentum off, which made for great racing. I mean, there was a lot of side-by-side racing a lot of the night. A lot of that stemmed from the double file restarts, but while we were racing, it should have been good.
I thought it was great from my perspective. I saw a lot of these guys going out and going battling, a lot of side-by-side action between a lot of people in the field, and that kind of spread from even through second through about 12th or so in the field. So, yeah, I think, honestly, if New Smyrna does come back next year, I'm in for another good race.
I think so. And I think this is by far the tightest qualifying field we ever had. 200s or 2000s between the top four?
I was really surprised.
Impressive.
Yeah, you got a tie there for second, and then on to third, they tied with a 6:07, if I remember correctly. So very competitive field here at a very competitive track. But you come home in third. Congratulations. Is there anything else you'd like to say or anyone else you'd like to thank?
Just Adam for doing all the admin stuff on this. He works hard every week, make sure we can put all this together. I'd like to thank you, Alex, for doing all the broadcast, getting everything going with that, put on a good show for us so we can, have our friends and family and sponsors look at us. Culture Designs for sponsoring us. Westlake Products, Royal Building Products for being on the truck this season. And that's everybody.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on coming home third.
Thank you very much.
That was the 23 of Terry Brooks. We'll move on to the second place driver, Dylan Poteet, the number 31 machine.
Track position.
Dylan, you're sitting here in the FTN booth after what was and what could have been a phenomenal walk-off win. You come home with second, which is still nothing to scoff at, especially the way that race ended towards, the end half of the race. Give me some of your thoughts on what happened.
Well, I was just sitting there talking to JR. I was just telling him I wish I was just one spot better. Just unfortunate this didn't really get much of a chance to race him there. I maybe got a lap and a little over that just to even have a chance, but I mean, it was just a survival race, just trying not to get involved in wrecks. They had a new rule tonight. Basically, if you got involved in something or made contact, you get an EOL. So that was on everybody's minds tonight. But all in all, it was a good night for the Great Clips Ford for Team Trap House. I just wanted to keep track position, making that gutsy call there. I think to pit was risky for sure because of all the cautions, but it almost paid off. Just hate finishing second. Just feel like it's the same record from last week again, just same tune, different day. But it is what it is. Congrats to JR on the win. I mean, he had control of the race, and even with the older tires, he was in control in those restarts, and just I couldn't figure it out with him. But just didn't really get a shot there. Unfortunately, it's a little frustrating, but I mean, it's short track racing. As it's been once famously said before, but I'm not going to do the accent. So, it is what it is. We'll just move on and try again, I guess.
Well, honestly, congratulations on getting second through a race of atrocity and a race of atrocity there at the end. As that was definitely a hard feat to get even close to the top five. Had a lot of retirees towards the end. Honestly, when we were green, I thought New Smyrna gave us a lot of great side by side action.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I was also talking to JR down there too. Like when I was racing with him in Austin, especially with JR, I think we were in side by side there really hard for second because we wanted to. It was really hard, honestly, to pass once we got single file, and I really didn't want to give up that second spot. And I had a restart there with Austin. I almost had him cleared. I thought because I timed it really good on the outside. I thought maybe I was going to get up to him, maybe clear him off the corner on one of those laps, but it gets really loose, especially off turn 2, and it's just really hard to get back to the gas sometimes, especially if you're side by side with somebody and you don't want to wreck somebody. But had a couple close calls for sure. And yeah, I mean, if we would have stayed green, I think we would have had some good racing. It's just unfortunate. I don't know how many yellows we had in that race, but it was definitely way too many. And it's unfortunate. I think there's a lot of potential. We ended up having 9 yellows. I just saw it, but it's unfortunate that we weren't able to stay green for a longer period of time. I think it looks like we ran 49 caution laps out of 85. So I don't know. It is what it is. Definitely had potential for sure, and had some strategy there that really could have mixed it up there at the end. But I guess I shouldn't be too upset. I think I went from 8th to 2nd. So I mean, I definitely could have been in a wreck and never made it back up there to even begin with. So. It is what it is. I know I've said that probably. That's kind of just been the motto of my night. Is just it is what it is. So it could always be worse. Good points night. I think some of the guys I was battling in points has actually had struggles tonight and been an uphill climb since the Daytona race where I basically finished last and just trying to get back in this points battle, just chipping away ever so slightly. So.
Well, honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. Congratulations on coming home second. Is there anything else you'd like to say or anyone else you'd like to thank?
I just want to thank everybody at Team Trap House, Dylan Body, Toby, and Dylan Wedgwood all showing up tonight. And had a mixed bag of results, but we had a couple of cars in the top 5, so we can't be mad about that. And thanks everybody that tuned in to watch this show. And thank you guys for putting on the broadcast and everybody Highline for putting this together. Like I said, one of these days, hopefully we'll get this short track situation all figured out and have some great racing because I know this group, we're all capable of doing it. And I think we'll have a good one hopefully in the future. Just it's getting there. Maybe we just got to tweak some stuff here and there, and we'll just move on and head on to the next one.
Well, thank you so much, Dylan, and congratulations once again on second. Hope to see you back next week.
Yep, should be there. See you then.
Voice of the number 31, Dylan Poteet. He comes home in second after a race of attrition. Hear from New. Get the hear of our winner, the number 20 of J.R. Houston. You come home with the win here from New Smyrna after a race of attrition. Tell us how you did it.
Yeah, attrition indeed. I knew that qualifying was going to be important because I didn't want to get an EOL and get sent to the back, and the top 4 all qualified within 1,000th. So knew that was going to be tough, but just kind of stayed out of trouble, stayed up front, had some good restarts there, and pretty much held off to the end. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy as the race was a little wild with cautions sort of breeding cautions there. From the race of which I saw broadcasting this, I thought that when we were green, the racing was phenomenal, and I'd love to see New Smyrna come back.
Yeah, of course, the racing under green was good. Dylan and I had some good racing early on. We had some good racing for like the top 3 spots, and the yellows kind of nuked that. But I think if we can get the yellows under control, it's a fun racetrack. It's my first time racing here, and I had a good time, and obviously found victory lane, so that's great.
You come home with the win under yellow in the checkered flag waving. An interesting way to win one for sure.
Yeah, that was a lot of restarts there at the end. I thought I had them covered, doing some different tricks on restarts, and then I was running out of ideas for restarts. But when I knew that it was going to be a green-white checkered, I knew that I just had to make it to turn 1, and hopefully somebody would wreck behind me, and they did. It's kind of a mediocre way to win a race, right? Win under yellow, don't get to drive under the checkered flag, but still fun, still a win, still going to take it.
Well, congratulations on coming home with the win off the race of attrition, champion of New Smyrna. Anything else you'd like to say, or anyone else you'd like to thank?
Yeah, just thank to these guys for putting on the league. You know, they put a lot of work into this and try to make short track racing better. Culture Designs for hopping on board and sponsoring the league. I'm only here part-time, but I enjoy the races that I do get to run. And of course, Misfit Mafia, the team. I'm the only one here tonight, but those guys are running these leagues every week, so happy to have them as teammates. So do it again next week.
Do it again next week. And that's exactly the sentence I wanted to hear, to see you back racing with us next week. Well, congratulations on coming home with the win, and thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
That was our winner, J.R. Houston, the number 20 machine. And as we close out here from New Smyrna, just a couple of things, a quiet track to be said. At the end of everything, I have been Alexander Balderas, your co-host, your co-host, and producer and commentator. If you'd like to see more of me, I'm here every Tuesday with the High Line Racing League. And to stay updated on all Fireball Talks information and NASCAR-related content, make sure to scan the QR code and join our official Discord server for more race information and access to in-house productions and interviews. And going on with that, if you'd like to join us here, scan the QR code on your screen to join a NASCAR in the iRacing community, and you may find yourselves on an upcoming FTN live stream. Well, it's been fun being your host here for another phenomenal Highline Racing League race here from the track of New Smyrna. It's been a great one, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Continue to go on to have what is sure to be a great Easter week, and hopefully y'all have a great Easter weekend. It's been a wonderful time here, and good night.